Hey everyone, welcome to Princess Gay. I'm your host Connie, and today we are here with an update regarding the new schedule. So, when we integrated the schedule at the beginning of the year, I mentioned that probably around the end of January, beginning of February, I would give you an update regarding if we're going to continue it, if it's going to be something that I want to continue to do on the channel. Because as you know, prior to this year, we had been unscheduled for quite a while. We've done schedules in the past, but we mostly stuck to an unscheduled format because it allowed me to do whatever I want on whatever days I want without having to worry about, like, oh, if I need to take a break this day, if I'm just not feeling up to recording, I can do that. But with this new schedule, obviously that changes things. And so I decided we'll take a month, we'll test it out, see how it goes, see if I'm okay with it. And I think last week, especially with the movie every day special that we had going on, I think that was also a very good test to see if I would get sick of having like kind of all this thrust upon me each week. And so here is the update. This is just to let you know what's going on with that, if we're going to continue it, and what will happen in case of certain situations. So the short answer, the easy answer, if you're not looking for any more detailing and whatnot, is yes, we are going to be continuing it for the time being. Um, it is something I think we can do at least for now. I am not going to guarantee that it's going to stick or that it's going to stay in place forever. Things might be even switched around. I might switch days for certain things at certain points. But for now, at least, the schedule is staying. Now, for a little more going into a little more about this. So, the big thing with this I was worried about was whether or not I would be missing the fact that I could take like kind of days off. And so far, at least this month, I haven't been. But then the issue comes forward, what if I have to take a day off? Like if I'm not given a choice? And we've already faced that kind of predicament during this month when I had the convention, eShowCon. Because I had a convention to go to, I obviously couldn't record on Friday that week. So I had to switch things around with the schedule in order to make it work. And that's basically the long and short of what I will do in those kind of situations. If there's ever a week where, let's say, Monday is like a federal holiday or whatnot, and I can't record on a Monday or something like that, then I can just take that day off and switch things or move things around slightly on the schedule for the rest of the week if I need to. Um, there might be a day where I need to take off and maybe I don't switch things around with the rest of the week. I just don't do the normal stuff for that week. It's going to really depend a lot on what it is, too. Like, there's certain shows that I'm reacting to that I'm like, okay, if I'm going to miss a week, it's not going to kill me. But then there's other shows where it's like, I am not missing this for this week. I will do it on a different day. And we're just going to kind of have to figure that out when it comes up. Now, I'm not saying that I'm going to, like, just switch around all of the days and mix and match the normal schedule to where it's just, like, kind of randomized. I'm not saying I'm going to do that, like, every time this happens. Sometimes, let's say I just miss a Tuesday. Tuesday, I normally do One Piece. So maybe since I can't record on a Tuesday, I'll put the One Piece episode up on Wednesday instead. Something like that. If I have to miss it for whatever reason, like my father is home, or if I'm like really sick or something like that, I'll make adjustments as we go. And all updates in regards to that will be on the Discord channel. If I have to make an update where it's like, oh, I'm not going to be able to record something today, that will be put up on the Discord channel first and foremost. That is where the majority of updates regarding this stuff will always be. So just letting you know that as well. The Discord channel, if you need to know how to get to it, is linked in the description below on every video. You can get there fairly easily. You don't even need to be super active if you just want to like stay there and wait for like updates and stuff like that. You can do that. But we do talk about different shows and media and just various things happening. So yeah, it's a fun little place to hang out as well. But yeah, so any like major updates where it's like, oh, I need to take this day off, or oh, this day for next week is gonna I'm gonna need off, so I need to move the shows around a little. Anything like that will be there. Um, so that being said, like I said, if anything changes and I want to go back to unscheduled or I want to change the schedule around a little bit, those kind of updates I will make a video for because that affects a bigger audience and everything. And I want to make sure everyone knows just in case they're not on the Discord. So any kind of major changes like that will like change the schedule around or, get rid of the schedule, anything like that would be on a video. But if it's just like a weekly thing, like, oh, this week I'm going to need to take this day off or whatever, that can be just via Discord. So, right now, the schedule is going to stay as it is, though. There's not going to be any updates, no switching things around. I like where everything is on the schedule at the moment. Um, so everything should be good for that. One other thing to note, for those of you who are watching Has Been Hotel reactions, I have started to pre-record those a little bit ahead of time, but they will still be released one at a time each Friday. So, although I am pre-recording those to avoid spoilers, because let's be honest, it's become really hard to do so. Otherwise, I'm still only doing like 2 of them a week. And you guys are still only going to get 1 upload a week. This is a way for me to also try to keep a certain level of not just consistency with the schedule, but I want to keep Has Been like relevant for a longer period of time on the channel. I know I'm not a big channel or anything, so I can't like have this big impact on like a bigger audience and a larger amount of people. But I would rather have this be weekly and have a little more staying power for this series. Especially because of how the series was released and how much I very heavily disagree with that. But I'm not going to get into that entire argument here because I ranted enough about that on Discord. But yeah, I'm just going to say that for those who are maybe hoping for like more than 1 episode a week, that's not how I'm going to be doing it. I apologize for the wait, but I want to keep this series like on the channel for as long as I can. Without, skipping weeks. I don't want to do that, but So I'll be ahead of where this series is, and basically by next week I'll be finishing it. Um, because I'll be recording 5 and 6 this week, and then 7 and 8 next week, and then we just wait for season 2 after that, which I'm expecting by the end of the year, honestly. Maybe the beginning of next year if they want to keep that consistency and do the same as they did with season 1. But anyway, I'll talk about that in a future has been reaction video itself. So, that being said, yeah, there is a lot to look forward to. If you have any questions regarding the schedule, any questions regarding how things are going to continue to go, feel free to ask. Nothing is really, like I said, changing. And not even just with the regular show reactions. There's still going to be the 2 movies every weekend. The streams are still going to be on Wednesday. At this point when we have them, because as you know, we haven't had a stream in a few weeks. But we are getting back to those, don't worry. So those will be coming back. Yeah, just everything should be kind of going back to normal, you could say. So, yeah. Hopefully everybody is excited for what's to come. And I'll leave this off with one little announcement of sorts. This coming month is February. It is, Valentine's month, you could say. There will be a Valentine's Week special. And I'm saying week because it's not going to be on Valentine's Day. And while I won't tell you the details quite yet of what is going to be reacted to, I will tell you what the special is going to be based around. The theme of the special is going to be for the love of food. Because I wanted to do something different than just like typical love story stuff, So we're talking about the love of food. And it is going to be a movie special. So that week, the movie reactions for that weekend will be the Valentine's special and will both be food related, specifically about the love of food, like the passion behind it and everything. There will be more details to come once that gets a little closer. And it's not going to be just my choice. I'll leave it at that as a little hint. But like I said, if you have any questions or any thoughts on the schedule, or even if you have any suggestions for how to maybe like move things around a little bit, if you think like things could be or should be, feel free to leave those in the description below. I'm always willing to hear out any ideas and stuff. And hopefully we can figure things out as we go along. But for now, yeah, doing like two reactions basically at max a day outside of, movies. But actually movies are on the same days as like single reactions for shows. So actually, yeah, pretty much 2 reactions a day. I'm fine with that, and I'm doing okay with that at the moment. Even on really heavy weeks like last week with all the movies. I'm actually doing okay with all of this. So, thank you all so much for tuning in. Like I said, any thoughts, comments, suggestions, whatever, leave those in the description or in the comments section below. And for now, I'm Connie and I'm signing off. See y'all next time.